I mean, let's be serious here. How hard is it going to be to avoid spoilers in this update? Because update 31 has arrived, bringing with it the new war quest. The entire update itself is a giant spoiler. There is spoilers everywhere throughout this, but we will try our best. That is your spoiler warning for the video, if you want to call it that. And open letter from the developers, I'm assuming, will happen straight away. There is a new quest. We're going to kind of avoid most of this, and you cannot replay the new quest once it has been completed in this update. They may add this later, but for now, they're not. There is a new Warframe, obviously. Caliban, I have talked about him once. An entirety of once. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Caliban is basically a Warframe created by error. And for those who are already on the spoiler train here, error, the Lotus, and everything else related to this, because this is the Lotus here, has been a thing in Warframe for many years now, and it is not new. What happens in the quest is what is going to be the spoilers. That is what I'm going to try to avoid. But Lotus has looked like that for years now, waiting for the new war, which is why it is such a big deal that the new war has finally been released. I love this. The prerequisitions, basically go to your codex. You know what, I really don't want to do this. I'm hoping it doesn't do that. Anyway, go to your codex, go to quests, and literally set it to story. You have to have completed every single one of these I'm assuming. I mean, the new war now has its own thing, so the ones that were in there prior seem to... There isn't really one here for it anymore. But you have to complete them all. Everyone. Awakening, Vor's Prize, Once Awake, Arkwing, Stolen Dreams, New Strange, Nata, The Second Dream, The New... War... nearly. The War Within, Chains of Harrow, the Prologue, The Sacrifice, and there it is. The Prelude to the War. And since I really don't want to go into much more about the quest itself, because we get to play as the Corpus in this, as the Grenier, you will need a railjack. It was literally mentioned just there. You need to own a railjack, you need to own a necromech, you have to do the Prelude to the New War. It has to be completed. That's literally what I was about to look up, but it's right there. They are all things that have to be done, but, and I love this one, there are 5 new weapons available after the new war. They're not going to mention them because they are spoilers about the quest. I love it, the fact that they are saying there is 5 new weapons inside or after the new war has come and you have completed the quest. But they're not saying what they are or mentioning anything about it because you have to complete the quest first. Love that, because that means, well, there's even down to how you get a hold of Caliban. Caliban's base blueprint can be found in the market with the component blueprints via new bounties that you cannot complete until after the new war quest. Oh. There's a new location. I mean, I can click this, I know what it says, but his Laverian card can be found after completing it, and let's just kind of jump in and go that way. Over here, have a look at... Nope. Stop that right now. Ooh. Whoa. I'm sorry, this was not one of the first things I wanted to look at. I am aware, but wow. Okay. Sentient based armor that actually looks pretty nice. That Sandana. Okay, it looks better there because I have black energy color, which is kind of, it's orange here, but when I put the Sandana on, the Sandana uses a different color than attachments do. That actually looks pretty nice. And we missed one. Somebody may mention this because I've just noticed it. There's an ephemera that goes with the collection, the Protovia ephemera. That According to this, it's an evolving ephemera that draws upon sentient technology. Earn focus with this ephemera equipped to unlock 2 additional looks. This, I was kind of hoping as you're looking at it, to buy it, it would roll, evolve, something, but you can earn focus with this ephemera. That's huge. I would really like to know people's opinion on this. I will be doing this no matter what happens, but it just comes down to how would you like me to actually put that quest up as a video? Because it's going to be everywhere. Everybody will be doing that quest right now, actually, because this update has been out for nearly an hour. A lot of people will be, if it is 3 hours long, about a third of the way through it. Well, it's actually only been up for 37 minutes according to this, and they are updating this pretty much constantly. There's Harrow Prime Access is live. It was at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if that was during the hiccup I just had or not, but it's not often that this update screen here, everything on it is less than a month old. And to be fair, I kind of like the sentient skin for a sentinel. My biggest grievance with this, and it is kind of a small grievance, but big at the same time, hi kitty, is the fact, yes, I just said hello to my cat, it's a skin. Yet again, they have brought out a skin instead of a new something. They could have made this a new sentinel that you get while completing the new war, and you could have had a sentinel that fights on your side. But instead, it's a skin bundle. Kind of a shame, but at the same time, does look pretty nice. There is also Prime Access that is opening in this update. Harrow Prime has arrived with the Scourge Prime and the Knell Prime. The Prime accessories is an operator outfit and a, well, Prime Sandana. And we can take a better look at this, and I admit, I agree with a lot of people who said this. Harrow Prime is going to be great, because Harrow is very useful. But at the same time, that operator outfit looks really good. Out of all of the Prime versions of operator outfits there have been so far, that one, that has me actually considering picking up the Prime Access, considering it has been about 3 months since I have picked up a Prime Access. Hence, as I've mentioned before, if we go in here, I lack the boosters. I have a resource booster and a credit booster because they come from, I really don't know where that 8-day resource booster came from. Well, 7-day. It's almost over. But good for farming those new resources that have been added to the game to build Caliban and his weapon. What were they called? Click, click, click. Yeah. Norma isoplasts. Harrow Prime parts can be found on the Axie K6 relic. If you want to know where the relic drops, you just have to search for them. And it lists them all there. They drop from resource packs, Steel Path Honors Store, Cetus bounties, all over the place. But this is also, I'm assuming it should have some crossover, but there is the Axie T6 relic, that's the Neuroptics, the Lith H3, that's the Systems, that is the Ray, and the Meso G3 that has the chassis as the common drop, with the uncommon normal blueprint. The Knell comes in 3 parts from the Axie P4 relic with the blueprint as the common drop, the Meso A3 relic as the receiver as the uncommon, which means the Neo K4 will have the rare part, which is the barrel. With the Scourge coming from the Axie S9 being the blueprint itself as the rare, the Lith C9 with the handle as the uncommon, the Meso S11 holds the, again, Prime Barrel is, it's got 2 rare parts, and the Neo N18, at least the blade is kind of the common part, even though, don't forget, the Scourge is a primary weapon. Caliban collection, because there is a Sugatra that goes with his melee weapon. You can get the blueprint, well, it doesn't actually say. Where can you get it? But you can see there is also new resources. The Naramore Isoplast is there. The blueprint is Oh, it's Tenolab research. We'll have to go and do that to get the blueprint for this weapon. But it is, and does look like, a melee weapon. Does it actually say this? Yes, it's a melee weapon. It has a Sugatra. What am I thinking? The Sugatra for this is a melee weapon. There's a Sandana, but there is only one signature weapon for Caliban. And to be fair, it doesn't look too bad. 220 total damage. Not bad. Actually, what are they? There it is. That's great placement, actually. 27% crit chance, 24% status, making this one of those you can build either way you want it, but it's Caliban we are more interested in here. More importantly would be his passive. Allies within affinity range gain up to 50% resistance to the type of damage they are currently taking. What, from what I can find so far, this means is if they are taking impact damage at the time that the passive kind of, you come within range of that ally, they will be 50% resistance to impact, but still take resistance to other things. Until, I'm assuming, Caliban leaves their affinity range and comes back in, and then it may swap to slash damage or something else. And I love the fact, there it goes, Razor Gale, that is his first ability. You basically spin just like a Sentient does. His second ability is Stomp, and Hildren's ability kind of mixed into one. While the enemies are in the air, they take damage. Lethal Progeny, you can summon up to 3 Sentients to come and fight by your side. And his Fusion Strike, his fourth ability, his ultimate ability, yeah, you basically... That blast right there, you can see, strips armor from enemies it doesn't kill. Which makes... The fact it does 2,500 damage is great, because they're the base stats, which is wonderful. I was looking forward to this quite a bit. There is a hell of a drain for his third ability. Second ability has the same amount of drain. First ability, yep, 25 energy, 50, 50, and then the whole 100. Hence, energy efficiency mods do exist and are going to be kind of a must. But his blueprint, as you can see, damn it. Technically, there's spoilers in there. I'm not going to hover back over that. But his parts are available from bounties that you can do afterwards. I saw it pop up. There was a name before bounties. Oh, I'm regretting that one. There is also a few changes to Harrow, one big one. Harrow now has plus 100% maximum energy. Maximum energy is filled on spawn. So when you spawn in, Harrow will now have max energy. I kind of wish that affected everybody in a squad with Harrow though, but that is going to be so great. I mean, that one little change to Harrow right there, if you use Harrow for sentient farming or have a Harrow in the team, it means when they revive, they're not going to be unable to use their abilities when the Eidolon kind of annihilates them, because it usually does, and it probably will. They have also the growth and scale with range and radius for Condemn. Added an additional burst to healing base of sacrificed shields for Penance. Terrible now increases the charge rate. All of these are huge and just make Harrow that slight little bit better. There is so much more going on behind the scenes than just the quest. The quest is the biggie for this update, obviously, for a lot of different reasons. This has been something like 4 or more years in the making. It's about time this quest happened. No more memeing over when will the new war come to Warframe. It is there now. If you have done all of the quests, you do not need to do the Warframe quests or the side quests, just the story quests, and complete the prelude to war, which means shattering the crystal. So you need the paracesis to shatter that crystal to get the error quest in the middle here. That's how you get the error quest. Go to one of the sentient ships, shatter the crystal, you need the paracesis to do it, that sets off that quest. Complete those 3, then you can do the new war quest. There is 2 new frames. There is 8 new weapons. There is a sentinel skin that doesn't look too bad for your sentinel. A sentient skin for your sentinel. That's a mouthful. There is, and that armor looks amazing. The ephemera looks amazing. Everything so far looks great. But 1 of those frames and 6 of those weapons are hidden behind, come on, this quest. Which on one hand is good because it means that you have to play this quest to kind of get to them, which makes sense. The progression through the quest will get you to a point you can get them, but at the same time, if you want Caliban and you haven't got the new war, well, you can always trade some Harrow Prime parts to the veteran players who are busy playing that quest right now, who will want to buy the Harrow Prime parts from you. So you can do that, then take the platinum you sell Harrow Prime parts for and buy him from the marketplace. So it is still he is still obtainable. Those 5 weapons, on the other hand, they have me intrigued to a point where, spoiler warning, I'm hoping they don't appear. It is highly possible. I 100% understand why Digital Extreme have decided not to mention these weapons. Okay, not going to touch that one with a barge pole. You can go in there and have a look if you want. I strongly recommend not doing it. There is a massive spoiler in there that has quite literally spoiled something within that quest for me. I do not recommend going there and having a look. There are 5 weapons inside of it, and not all of them are in there. There is 2 that popped up inside of there. Whoa, it looked amazing until I read the description as well. I'm gutted right now. Because the weapon looked amazing, but reading it, it's got my I'm going to have to do that quest now, so we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.